It could be, but I don't see that where he take over like he's supposed to. Yeah, but it's like somebody got to tell him to do it. I said, yeah, but it's like somebody got to tell him to do it.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. And today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Green Bay Packers.
No, that nigga's supposed to get dropped, huh?
He is gone.
The first carry now. This is Lacy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
You big stupid motherfucker!
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house. Looks like a nickel sub here defensively.
Maybe expecting a throw. He finds Cook. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone, you just want to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose it, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so
I
either.
think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And here we go. We get to see the Falcons.
Know that I'm on the third one. I don't want to invite you until I get on these motherfuckers. Don't knock until I start playing shit. This daddy don't start crying until I get on these motherfuckers.
Back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you
Look,
momentum.
look at this shit. Play the game, nigga.
And that's what you'll see
I
in
ain't
the
mistake.
locker room in the entire offseason.
I'm good.
They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where
Hold on,
teams
man.
recover.
Hold on, man.
Fuck that, that's distraction. That's because of distraction. That's only because of distraction.
What, that play action was distraction?
That's funny. That's funny.
That's fucked up.
She said that's distraction.
I gotta sit up here and play this motherfucking game with distraction.
Hey, coach, that's what it's supposed to do.
Got that playing motherfucking 2K.
Man, y'all distract me all the damn
Come on
time.
over here, shit. I get covered. You ain't distracted.
6 there on first.
Coach, that's what it's supposed to do, coach.
I don't want to talk to you. You're distracted.
No matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary target was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he was in the line of scrimmage. He knew where the pressure was going to come from and said, I know how to do that, and that's what he did.
Throwing now, first down.
Tell me what to do.
Hey, that wasn't even fun, my nigga. You hear me, like? That wasn't even for him.
We talk about the tight end, Jacob Tammy.
A lot of people thought of him as simply a safety valve receiver. He can be a primary receiver. Jacob Tammy shows
Hit this motherfucker.
Oh.
I'm putting you on the other side.
This shit, like, I did not see that nigga.
That motherfucker. The other side, one guy up. Oh.
And last time out there to punt
Your
the
brain had an angle on
anything
whatever you told me, you know.
There always is when you're punting the ball away. It doesn't sound like it when you're doing it. Even more of a mistake.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
Oh, wow, nigga.
That they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you're running out route, it's
look, look up now.
you're going to go near the sideline.
Be distracted,
What did you
nigga.
see there?
Okay,
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he dropped it.
Ooh.
Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it.
That damn linebacker fucking me up.
On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Trevor Davis still for Green Bay.
That damn linebacker, he's stepping up in the right spot.
Taking it about the 36.
No, nigga.
Wow.
Bow. Oh, they wouldn't even let the nigga react. Like, you saw that shit?
18-yard return. And Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Second down, Lacey.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with
That nigga is not supposed to get that. He fought for that.
All the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
Throwing is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little route yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook.
Dog, I didn't break a motherfucking thing. I didn't break shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Talk about stop the throwing shit.
I think they might 4th down.
Easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Oh, I ain't complaining, nigga.
This is
You
fielded
ain't
a
doing
couple
shit
times.
I can't do.
Past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over. On the last drive, no points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a little more than normal. Put them in some tough spots, but
KGG fan motherfuckers right here.
better chance to do it.
That's my team. You can't just delete it.
Complete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
We'll do that, dude, because I'm about to do last attack on your motherfucking ass. You know what I'm talking about.
The play fake to Freeman.
Straight near that. I'm straight near that on you.
Already with one interception. Just
Bro, Mason. Shit. That nigga fast as shit.
On the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first
Why you
half.
gotta always try to change shit? Why you always change shit? This is what I'm saying. Straight. This is what I'm saying. Straight. Straight.
Now it's Ryan. And he couldn't hang it through the contact. Incomplete.
Straight.
Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and they're just continued there with that incompletion.
Definitely frustrating
Look,
for them.
back on to me. It wasn't on. It's not on.
They're enjoying things right now because they made it very difficult for them.
Shit out.
Man, that's fucked up.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards.
Man, give me the ball. I grabbed the ball.
For the first and 10. The Green Bay
I don't
offense
give a
now
fuck what you
ready
said.
to take possession.
Grab it like I'm a kid.
And they
Keep
will
moving
simply,
to the
Charles,
straight.
be looking to
Motherfucker,
duplicate
keep
what they did
moving.
last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to
I don't want
take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time.
Need that bitch
Guys on
quick.
the defensive side of the ball held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jordan.
Come on, man.
16th NFL Comeback Player of the Year was Jordy Nelson. He had a fantastic year after the knee injury in 2015. Well over 1,000 yards again. And once again, he was the #1 target for
You
Aaron
went
Rodgers.
outside.
NFL
They did. I saw it.
touchdowns. What dimension does he have that makes him so good on offense?
Dependability is the route you want. Yet he can also take the top off of a defense, as we like to say, by running past people. It's a heck of a combination to deal with. Plus, Aaron Rodgers knows when he gets in trouble, he just looks for Jordy Nelson. And 9 times out of 10, he'll find a way to get open.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So on now for the Packers is their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. From the right hash, this from 48. I don't think this will even go. It doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman.
And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football,
Boy, it look like that nigga just fold up that time, like.
because people just scatter.
You saw that?
You know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's got
Take that back, homeboy.
They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 59 yards.
You just not gonna keep doing
Falcons
it.
are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
You've been doing that shit since the game been out.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it?
Oh.
When you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys...
Get off me! Get off me!
Nice job to get
I don't know how to do that. Why would you do that? I don't know how to do it.
Get off me!
Once again,
That nigga backfire, y'all.
lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy.
They're scary running.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man, the tight end Rodgers. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, but it moves the chains as well.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary he caught to beat the Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like
What?
it. They heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, you know, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
Right.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defenders there, receivers there. Who's going to make a play on the football? In this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
Dirty motherfucker.
That nigga played. That nigga played.
Fuck click.
At the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons
Fuck click,
are ready to head back out here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time,
Man, you getting
I
God,
think about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
Why?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Complete on the right side, it's Tammy. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
All right, say it with me now. A lot of different words we come up with. Maybe go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty, Wiley, oh, definitely.
All the veteran. Nowhere to turn here, he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted at the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Oh, you sorry fucker.
We don't have the schedules yet for next year, but what we do have are the 5 international games that will be played, 4 in London and then 1 again in Mexico, Jacksonville, Baltimore, Miami, New Orleans, Cleveland, Minnesota, Rams, and Arizona, those in London, and then Mexico's going to get a great game. The Raiders and New England.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And just think about the ones in London. Remember, they're splitting them between the 2 different stadiums in London, so they get a different flavor in all these places. And Mexico, for the 2nd straight year, coming into town. That should be a whole lot of fun.
Should be a tough one and a very good matchup. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
You better not take that money for it. You want to talk about it.
They'll
Take
try
that
to
money.
run for it. Here's Lacy.
No, I ain't nobody take
5
that.
time and a 1st down.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Rodgers now to throw. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Going for the deep ball. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's Desmond Trufant. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Oh, shit.
Don't overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Freeman. And this time not as successful as they get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll lose a yard, and it brings them third.
The defense won that play so fast. I think the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there. It was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Ryan. He's going to air one out. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
Got it on.
He will be run down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't care.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I'll be broken fucking
I
leg.
don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful.
He's
Oh
going
my
in,
God,
complete.
Damn shit. Oh my God, I need to touch my
43 yards. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got his man, the tight end Tammy. They get 5 on that one, and it moves the chains.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They go play action. Now
Why?
they go for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Julio Jones from 21 yards away. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And Mantro talking about singing something in there on those gloves. They rocket like that.
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Why would you hit me? You see I'm on the way back there. Why would you hit me? Why would you hit me? Why would you hit
And
me?
he'll get it up past the 22-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Come up with an offset eye. Again, it's Mason. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to lose.
Come on, man. They tried to get you, man. They tried to get me, Lane.
Say what you want about Eddie.
They finna let you get out of there with that shit.
To his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often how tough
I know
it
what.
is to bring down.
Look at the previous play.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage, look defensively. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Cook has it left side. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route and give him a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage in your tight end on that one.
The offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he pumps free. The collision
Fucking
there.
deep.
The ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Little lull in the action here to go over an offseason storyline that's kind of interesting. LA a couple years ago, they have no teams, and now they're going to have 2 with the move from San Diego to LA. What does that mean for the league and for the Chargers?
It seems like an easier transition, doesn't it, than St. Louis when they moved back to Los Angeles. Less culture shock. Less culture shock, less, obviously geography, the whole deal. But it's a transition still is not going to be easy. Remember, they're going to go play in a soccer stadium, essentially, for at least the first couple of years before they share a stadium with the Rams. So that changes things. Obviously, trying to create an identity in the market they haven't been in a long time. They began as the Los Angeles Chargers, but only played 1 season as such.
It's Nelson. And he's brought down the night before getting across midfield to the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Oh, the block comes out. Say it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, is the target.
Android made to be broke.
On incomplete pass, it doesn't look like he's got to feel sorry.
I can't never get them players like that, Lane.
It didn't go in the other direction.
They come up
Don't never let me get them players.
That's how they do me.
5 yards in front, that
That's how they
nigga
do
gonna
me.
hit you.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys going to want to run off the tackle.
I know, right?
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here. That pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage.
Me?
By the offensive line to create space up front. Really
Not gonna stop playing though. We're gonna play
defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. It's complete right around the 8. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
He went full scale.
Oh, it is.
Flexible,
Get one.
way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
A really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. So now it's first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Lacey. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now they're in the hurry up. From the 4, it's second and goal. Lacey will try again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Back now at Lambeau.
Well, that was a nice, strong shit,
the
bro.
football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4.
All right.
This defense hasn't let them in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied.
Good job, defense. Good job, defense.
Might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told. He's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really getting to the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
Pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And finding the tight end. He's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now it looks like they got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking taking the ball on the ground.
It's just smart football.
That nigga had.
The defense has to do it as well. They've got to stop him here. So now we're going to see that load in the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on the offensive line. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive offensive line, they did a nice job of trying to protect the passer. But when a guy
That
hops
was
in the air
good.
and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Go get that ball. Go get that ball.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan.
Oh, this nigga.
And Terry with it over the middle. Guys unable to come through there on 4th down.
That's the type of shit I be talking about right there, like. That's bullshit, bro. Why they make this man lay down?
It's sick.
One back is Lacey. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense at that fell harmlessly to the ground. Rodgers going to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A really nice gain of 24.
Somebody just stood there, let that man catch the
Was
ball.
able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. It's a pickup of 14.
He is catching everything.
1st down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And leading here late, so a chance for the defense to really close out this game if they can halt the offense. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Lacey. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace it.
And that 4th down play, they just do fuck me over there.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
They let this motherfucker.
And if the defense can hold here, this ball game is over.
And they're thinking more than just holding. They're thinking about a takeaway to finish things off.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Rodgers with a give. It's Lacey. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hold on.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Get your ass down. Don't keep talking to him like that, cuz. You ain't got to. You ain't never had to.
Down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw.
You're not going to keep.
Ooh.
You hold it.
Get on my foot.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, and the defense got the stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a
Oh, way to hit the hole. Ooh, I hit that hole so ugly then, like. Larry, that's all, Larry, that was all on me, bro. I cut back so pretty then. That was all on me, Larry. I ain't gonna let you take that one from me. I'll go to the side. That was all on me on that, to make that decision to cut back.
big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosch here to kick it away.
You caught it in the back.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Mm.
And he'll wind up about
Man, hit that nigga, man.
if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time.
You ain't do shit.
It's the whole time we got down.
Wow, look at that nigga, man. That nigga strong, boy.
Attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worried about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Wow.
The crossing route. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. The throw is Rodgers.
Nigga, why you ain't keep running? No route.
He'll go down. They get him for the sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make the quarterback uncomfortable. If you bring pressure from all angles, you can never know who's going to get home. In this case,
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And these guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They come out here in the eye. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass.
And that is in.
Oh.
17 seconds now on the clock here. Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8.
One more time.
3rd down.
One more time.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
I don't want to leave.
I didn't do that.
This is taken at the 23. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zero.
I'm running back out there.
And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up.
They don't want one. They don't want one.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before.
One.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,
You can go play B-Man now.
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head.
That's a good game though, like they gave me and you both a bullshit. We got one bullshit player piece. My 4th down and your end zone play. Other than that, good game. No, I'm saying that 4th down play when that nigga had the 1st down, they made him like lay down, catch the ball. Man, that nigga would've, all he had to do was catch the ball, take a step, 1st down. If he would've had the 1st down, he laid down.
You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For a check, log on to EASports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Lambeau.
Man, that nigga had 172 rushing. I don't like that playbook though. Honest with you, like that was 2 drives in a row, nigga. That was 2 drives in a row. One I held you to 3. Or was it 3 drives? Nah, nigga. Send me an invite. I said, my nigga, send an invite. You say you want to go shoot something, nigga. That's just that New York mentality, my nigga. Always on defense. Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Hey, but on some weird shit, like, yeah, but I won that motherfucker though. That's the most important part. Yeah. Nah, I just told you it was a good game up until we got one fuck player piece. I'm put it like that.
At the last seconds,